Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Kiefer and I'm a concept artist, illustrator, and in-game artist for Nightlight Interactive's Whispering Willows. This painting is an exploration of the main antagonist of the game, Wortham Willows' character. Since he is the main opposing evil force, I wanted him to look very powerful and slightly foreboding in this image, and I wanted to do a portrait piece that wasn't completely a portrait that you would hang on your wall. It's more of an in-game painting of what Elena would see if she was just kind of walking by the window of the mansion and looked up and saw Wortham just sitting there staring at her for a second and then looks away and he's gone. I wanted to explore Wortham's character within this image of him. I wanted him to look powerful and foreboding and spooky, and at the same time kind of give forth a vibe of who he is. And who he is kind of a bitter man who left his home back east and moved to California to start his business in this tycoon, and start his business as a tycoon. He, in his mind, sees this as a good thing, and he sees everything he's doing as a means to an end, and all the people around him as means to an end as well. He does not really see this as a bad thing. He just wants to get what he's doing off the ground, and he wants his business to thrive, and he wants his mansion to be huge, and he wants what he wants, and this is his dream and his passion. He's living it out, which makes him a very interesting character because, in a way, he is just misunderstood. The reason why I chose this color scheme is because the spirits in the game are all a blue hue, and I wanted him to be a blue hue as well to show that he's an unliving, basically spiritual entity. I wanted his blueness to stand out against the kind of more red hue of the window in the background. And his outfit is inspired by many different images that I gathered of wealthier tycoons from the late 1800s. I made his color slightly higher, and I also tried really hard not to make him look like Colonel Sanders, which took a little more work than I thought it would. Here I'm exploring with his eyes. I wanted his eyes to look kind of white and soulless at first, and I experimented with putting eyeballs in his eyes, but I thought it would look way more spooky for him to have no eyeballs and just be kind of staring blankly out the window like a spirit would be doing. I decided to give him facial hair because I think it looks a little more powerful, and facial hair, especially back in those days, was kind of seen as a intimidation factor in a way. The reason I made him looking out a window is because I didn't want this to be a portrait piece, and also I wanted to kind of cement that this mansion is his, and he's looking out over his fortune and all the things that he built, even though they've just been decaying for a long time, for 100 years, until Elena comes back to the mansion to find her father and revisits this place. The blue that I'm putting around his body is kind of his aura. I wanted him to stand out as a spiritual entity and also kind of outline him against the dark background. Here I'm detailing the window a little bit more to make it look more like a window, because right now it looks just kind of like a frame. I didn't put actual glass in the window because I wanted it to better frame his face and his profile. Dun dun dun! Spooky! I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will probably check in with you guys again with another video.